fellow league commissioners, and welcome to the 2010 Laces Out Fantasy Football season. As your commissioner, AP, Bobby Longfranks, Buckaroo Bobs, Robert Longfranks to some of you pretty soon when I hit 30 here. But I'd like to extend a most sincere, heartfelt welcome to this year's league and really kick things off the right way here. Pardon me. We've got a lot of league business that we need to handle this year. And so I'm going to address a few of those things. We're going to be adding a few teams, or a couple teams. We're going to recap what happened last year in Laces Out Fantasy Football. We're going to look at a lot of the changes that are coming down the pipe for the 2010 season, a lot of them which I think you'll be excited about. A lot of thought and work and careful screening and research has gone into setting the parameters that we're going to be operating by in this year's Fantasy Football League. I'm really excited about it. Couldn't be more excited about it, actually. Hope you guys are as well during this lull in the sporting season known as hell on earth. When all we really have is baseball to watch here. Anyways, without further ado, let me jump in right now and recap for those of you who don't remember exactly what happened last year, those of you who may have checked out in week 13 or 14, like yours truly, who had no shot at the playoffs pretty much after the middle of the season. But, you know, it was a successful season for a lot of people, namely Pool Time with Billy, one Mark Thornton Smith, residing out of Palos Verdes Estates. I apologize, I always mix the two up. But Thor had a dominant season last year, finished in first place, no doubt helped out by his league-high 45 transactions. I mean, that's bordering on 3 pickups a day during the weekdays. I mean, that is just a lot of waiver wire activity. Kudos to Mark. You know, he did what it took to achieve the trophy here. I'll be mailing this to you in bubble wrap tomorrow morning, so you can look out for that. Second place was taken home by none other than Kyle Olson, the man who had the least amount of transactions in the league this year. You can count them right. That's 5. Drop one here, pick up one there, and I don't even know if he needed to do that. I mean, he just really managed a good organization. His team name is Dig 'em Up, and when I was scouring the final rosters in preparation for this, one thing I noticed from Kyle is he had 2 kickers and 2 defenses on his team at the end of the year. A different strategy, you know, maybe something that talented Mr. Roto wouldn't do, but hey, it worked for Kyle, and he finished in the money, which is, you know, who am I to criticize that? Third place was T-Luds, Lock and Load, the redneck from UC Davis up in Northern California vet school, guy that gropes cow balls and moose anus all day long. You know, he hits the books pretty hard, but he can also manage a pretty mean fantasy team. Taylor, congrats on a good season. One thing I noticed, you had 3 defenses on your bench at the end of the season. You know, defenses aren't always the key to victory, but they were for you, so congrats there. Rounding out the top 4, first runner-up, Chopsticks, Ryan Tillery out of Naperville, Thrill, Chicago, Illinois. Operates under the team name Bobby's Fly Rods. I think that's a euphemism for my legs, which are thicker than yours 90% of the time. Anyways, I'm hoping for a little more creativity out of your team name in the 2010 season. But you did finish as the high point getter in our league last year, so congrats on that, and you finished in the money as well. I'll run it through real quick, the rest of the finishing there. Worm Gully, always bet on black. Didn't work for me and Mitch in Vegas last year with that $100. We should have gone with red, but, you know, apparently you like it. Ben Meek, Avril Sandwich, love the team name, love the girl. Brody Jenner's new girlfriend. Joe Ortiz wins the Creativity Award for team name. Hi Ben, his brother-in-law, a shout out. So nice work, Ortiz. Finishing 7th. 8th place, rounding out, was Dana Balls. Dana Weymouth, resident of Santa Barbara, managed a pretty good team, had some struggles during the year. And a tie for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. The last 4 teams all tied with a record of, shoot, I don't have the record here, but we only had 4 wins, each of us. And that was Grand Dave, Bic Country, a reference to the single blade razors he uses to shave his ball bag. Ron Heller, free agent. Kelly Porter, Good News Kennels. Shout out to Good News Kennels, Mike Vick, what up? And last but not least, myself. I finished in the bottom record-wise as well as points garnered on the season. I'm looking to have a big rebounding season. I'm not sure how many players I will keep. As Dave pointed out today, LaDainian Tomlinson is a hell of a steal at a $38 value. We'll get into that a little bit later. So that was wrapping up 2009.